I'm a regular middle-aged man suffering from conditions that are supposed to only affect grown-ups. Borderline obesity, yeah, I like to eat. A little heart disease, sure, but who doesn't? But where it's really starting to get me is when I'm having a hard time keeping up with my preschooler. I'm Phil, and I refuse to be the dad that can only sit and watch from the sidelines. So I'm rebuilding myself from the ground up, losing the weight, bulletproofing the joints, and training for my first ever 5K. This is my unfiltered journey and be the hero my family deserves. This is what happened this week. All right, I'm scheduled for my first run today, Nike Run Club app, and I'm incredibly nervous. It's only a 5-minute run, so in theory it should be nothing, but I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of my program. If this run feels terrible and it's the easiest, 5 minutes only. First run is done and in the books. Nike Run Club didn't record the session for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I was doing it on a treadmill and there was no GPS data or something, but so now the progress isn't going to reflect that I did my intro run. I was feeling so sweaty. My hammies and my calves were already tight going into today from yesterday's leg workout, and my calves only got tighter. So you get this right here.
Do it. They made a yummy stew for us. And look at that. And they made a yummy stew I like.
Just finished my first zone 2 session, aerobic session on the elliptical, because Gemini said I shouldn't do it running because it says I probably have sleep apnea because of my obesity and it'll be too hard on my joints. Anyways, my watch says I spent most of my time in the aerobic zone, not the fat burning zone. So I don't know if that means I was not in zone 2. Maybe one of you guys will know and let me know in the comments. About to go in for my first speed/interval training run in the treadmill still, because still self-conscious about being seen running outside. First speed interval training session done. That was what was it? 8 1-minute intervals. My speed was 7 miles per hour. My like resting, cool down, whatever slower interval was 5 miles per hour. I think it should have been a little less, but on the treadmill there, the quick buttons were 7 and 5. So I just went with that. I'd say right at the halfway mark, there's like this little voice in your head that starts telling you, just give up, just go have some pizza, fatty. But you gotta tell that little bitch, shut up. It's Sunday. Today is the first long run in my program, and I have to say the most difficult thing about running and doing plans and stuff is everything still seems to be represented in freedom units instead of metric, which is weird. Like treadmills and everything, it's all in miles per hour. I want to do a 5K, but that's really 3 point something, whatever. So my run today is 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers. All right, week 1 is officially done. I've ran 7.4 kilometers this week, and we're officially like 11 weeks out from race day, which is good. Things I've learned this week that I'm gonna carry forward. I gotta figure out something with my calves. They're so tight. They're still good, they're still all right, but I am starting to feel some stuff in my patellar tendons. The wall sits, gotta keep on that. That's how we're feeling going into week 2. If you're a dad watching from the couch right now, you can do what I'm doing. We're not past our primes, well maybe we are. Do some progress and do some things to get back to where we used to be. Pick a day 1 and start. And while you're at it, might as well hit subscribe and turn those notifications on to see if I make it to week 2. Maybe my little one's gonna take me out before then and I'll never make it. But you won't know unless you subscribe and follow along. See you guys next week.